Landrace is varieties that acclimated to a region and wild populated, which means that man didn't choose which plants were actually pollinating each other. So some plants are called monoecious, cannabis is dioecious, and monoecious means that the sexual organs of the plant are contained in one plant. We also call that perfect. Dioecious means that the plant is separated into male and female. And so with cannabis as a dioecious plant, landrace populations were populations that were moved to a region and then wildly populated to where the males and the females were able to breed without any man intervention. And what that meant was that every season, the climate, the climatic conditions like cold or hot or pestilence or viral issues, the genetic material that survived was able to then reproduce and continue forward. We would say that landrace is these populations that self-pollinated in specific regions around the world. And what man did was man went into those populations and then they pulled out the males that they wanted to get rid of so they could leave the desirable males to pollinate the females. And then from the favorite female, they kept the seed so they could reproduce themselves. And when we typically talk about landrace regions, we talk about places like parts of Africa, South America like Colombia. Mexico is a very good situation. We talk about Laos and Thai and Burma and Nepal, Afghanistan, Pakistan. All those regions are regions where the populations of individuals, the indigenous people, had desires to cultivate cannabis. Cannabis was moved into their areas. It was then sown, wildly populated, and from the wild populations, man chose what they wanted to work with for their cultivated populations. And that's where we get the varieties we have today. All things descend from these landrace populations. And the issue today is that the landrace varietals are being decreased in population due to logging and due to environmental constitutions and due to the creation of other drug cultivars in those areas. So in Afghanistan and Pakistan, we have poppy production taking their place. In Colombia, Brazil, places like that, cocaine production took their place, and it shortened these populations. And that's why landrace preservation is so important, is to hold all this genetic material, because within that genomic material is all the information required to give you survivability, plus the chemotype, meaning the chemical composition that the individuals used in those regions for their desire.